Hey there, I'm Monica, founder of Hold Space Creative. And recently, a client reached out with a really great question. They said, I'm joining a group practice. They'll have their own marketing, and I'll be listed on their website. What should I do with my current website? I love this question because it's a situation so many clinicians find themselves in throughout the course of their practice. And how you handle your website during this kind of transition can impact your online presence and SEO for years to come. So in this video, I'm going to talk you through the steps to take when you're pausing your private practice so your website stays healthy and ready to use when you need it again. Really quickly, up front, I want to mention that if you're closing your practice for good, the advice here doesn't apply to you. This video is really only for private practice owners who need to put a pause on their website but plan to use it again in the future. And then another note, you'll hear me refer to SEO or search engine optimization throughout this video. And SEO is just the process of improving your website's visibility to search engines like Google so that potential clients can find you organically. It's important because strong SEO helps your website appear in relevant searches, increase traffic, credibility, and long-term reach without heavily relying on paid ads. And mishandling a website pause like this could leave you with SEO headaches whenever you need your website again. So let's get into it. The first thing you'll want to do is keep your website and domain active. So keep your website public. Even if you're not accepting clients right now, taking your website offline only to put it back online in the future can hurt your SEO and confuse past or potential clients trying to find you. So think of your website like a digital business card. Even if you're not using it daily, it should be findable and accurate. So Google even recommends keeping pages live rather than taking them down if it's a temporary pause, since removing them breaks links and can damage your search rankings. Next, publish a quick blog post to let people know what's going on. Some things you want to include are a brief explanation of why you're not accepting clients right now, or where people can find you next if that's relevant or if that's what you want to share. And then referrals to colleagues in your area, ideally folks with similar specialties, licenses who take similar insurances, and then any additional resources that might support your ideal clients during this transition. This post helps maintain transparency and professionalism and gives people who find your website while your practice might be paused some context for why they can't reach you or they can't book with you. Next, you'll want to remove any direct booking links throughout your website and replace your contact forms with a short note that says you're not accepting clients right now. You can also link directly to that blog post you just published for some additional context. Now, if you use Squarespace, I'm going to show a little demo on how I would go about updating this Contact Me section. So before changing anything, I'm going to save the section. That way this section is saved to my account and I can add it back in when I reopen my practice. So basically it gives us a copy of the original to revert back to when we're ready to reopen booking. So now that we've saved that, I can go about changing my content. All right, so I've swapped out some copy. I'm going to get rid of this form, and then I'm going to add a button to that blog post that we just published. And I'll just leave that as learn more. And of course, check out my mobile layout before I save. Okay. Now when people get to the call to action section, then they can click this learn more button and go to the blog post with additional context and referrals and resources. Finally, add an announcement bar across your website that says something like currently not accepting new clients, or however you want to say that. Then you can link the banner to your blog post that you published so visitors can quickly learn more and get those referrals that you mentioned in your blog post. This is a clear way to set expectations without confusing dead ends or outdated info. And when you're ready to reopen your practice or start marketing again, it's super easy to pick things back up. All you'll need to do is first turn off your announcement bar, then re-add your booking links or contact form. Now, like I mentioned, if you're using Squarespace, we saved a copy of our original contact section, so I'll show you how to add that back in really quickly. So if we go to Add Section right above this section here, we can go to Saved Sections, and there's the section that we saved back when we paused our practice. And then we can just go ahead and remove the section that we don't need. Now, if you do want to save that one as well, in case you ever pause your practice in the future, you can do that before you remove it. But now our original call to action section is ready. It's exactly how we had it before. And then you just want to make sure that your link is still accurate and your contact forms are going to the right place. As far as your blog post, you can choose what you want to do with that. You can either disable it, putting it in draft mode here, or you can update it with current information. So you could turn it into a post that says, I am currently accepting new clients, and talk about your work, and then share that with your network or on social media, things like that. You could also just post a new post that announces that you're accepting new clients again. But either way, you want to make sure that people don't find their way to this post and get confused thinking that you're not accepting clients when you really are. So either disabling the post or updating the content is the way to go there. From there, you can go back to promoting your practice and talking about the fact that you're accepting clients again, and everything else like your domain, SEO, website content will still be intact and ready to go. So the bottom line is, even when your website isn't actively bringing in clients, it's still working behind the scenes to support your professional presence. Keeping it live, updated, and transparent ensures your SEO stays strong, and it helps clients find accurate info about your practice at every stage. If you need more help with pausing your website, or you want us to handle these steps that I outlined in this video for you, head to holdspacecreative.com and we'll help you out. Thanks for watching.